Dead Sea Scrolls at the Reagan Library. I'll never forget the first time I held an ancient scroll in my hands. Okay, fine. It was a grocery list I found in my grandma's attic, but for a moment, I felt like Indiana Jones. Now imagine this. What if that scroll wasn't a list of canned goods, but one of the oldest known copies of the Ten Commandments? Yeah, we're talking about that level of history. And guess what? You don't need to dig through your grandma's attic or trek through the desert to experience it. The Dead Sea Scrolls are here, at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. Welcome to Fire Spiritual, where we dive deep into spiritual awakenings, ancient wisdom, and occasionally why history feels like a treasure hunt for the soul. Today, we're uncovering the awe-inspiring Dead Sea Scrolls exhibit at the Reagan Library and why it's a must-see for anyone who's ever wondered what it would be like to hold 2,000 years of history in their hands. Stick around because this isn't just about old parchment, it's about discovering how these ancient texts still speak to us today. Picture this. You walk into the Reagan Library expecting to see cowboy hats and Cold War memorabilia. Instead, you're greeted by glass cases holding fragments of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Texts so old, they make your family heirlooms look like yesterday's news. These aren't just any scrolls. They include pieces of the Ten Commandments scroll itself. Yes, the Ten Commandments, the OG rules of life that have shaped civilizations for millennia. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cool story, but why should I care? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered how ancient wisdom can still guide us in today's chaotic world? Or maybe you felt a little lost lately and could use some timeless advice. These scrolls aren't just relics, they're roadmaps for navigating life's big questions. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. This isn't just an exhibit, it's an experience. The Reagan Library has teamed up with the Israel Antiquities Authority to bring these artifacts to life. We're talking about ancient pottery, coins, and even tools that were used by the very people who wrote these scrolls. And if that doesn't blow your mind, they've also got expert speakers hosting tours and lunches where you can ask all your burning questions, like, did Moses really have great handwriting? And let's not forget the spiritual side of things. Standing in front of these scrolls feels like standing at the crossroads of history and eternity. It's a moment that makes you pause and think about your own journey, where you've been, and where you're going. So why should you care about some dusty old scrolls? Because they're not just history, they're humanity. They remind us that people 2,000 years ago were asking the same questions we are today. What's my purpose? How do I live a good life? And let's be real, if they could figure some of that out without Wi-Fi or Google Maps, surely we can learn a thing or two from them. If this sounds like something your soul needs right now, don't wait. Check out the Dead Sea Scrolls exhibit at the Reagan Library before it's gone. Trust me, it's worth it. And hey, while you're here on Fire Spiritual, don't forget to like this video if it inspired you even a little bit, subscribe for more spiritual explorations, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Oh, and click the link in the description for more details on tickets and events at the library. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and remember, sometimes looking back is the best way to move forward.